Hello everybody, once again, this is AikawaKazu. Welcome back to another video here. Today I bring to you a mouse unboxing and review video. The guys at Neolution E-Sports have sent me their Neolution E-Sports Cyborg Ultimate VR mouse. And let's get to it straight away, guys. Unboxing this mouse, the first impression I got was that there were so many parts for me to look at and then of course to customize. But some of you may think that, customization might also come with more hassle. That means it's more difficult for you to actually, customize to the part that you want. But what really surprised me was how easy it was to place the various parts into the main body of the mouse. The connectors, I believe, alright, are actually magnets. And they really attach onto the main body and they actually detach off the main body very easily. But one very cool part about it is that it actually doesn't feel flimsy at all. So you can see up here right now, I'm actually showing you guys, like, look at this, how easy. I'm literally placing it on top of the mouse and it will actually fall, it will click into place basically. You can actually hear a very, I would say firm click when you actually put the parts into the right spots. So three customizable parts per part of the mouse: the left grip, the right grip, and the back palm resting area. So there you go. So it took me a few minutes before I actually, customized the mouse to the grip of my hand, and I managed to get used to the mouse very quickly within 2 days, and play decently well again back in my usual FPS, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CSGO, and of course the recently popular Overwatch. As you can see here, I'm getting some sick no scopes, and here you'll be seeing a very cool flick shot in Mirage here with the AWP at high mid. This is actually the entry frag. Yep. So one of the reasons why I managed to get used to it so quickly is because of the very useful driver program that you have to download from the eShop, and I'll provide the link to that page in the description below the video, and of course tell you guys more about it later. So there you go, you see a beautiful hook coming in. Oh, but I didn't die. In any case, alright, let's talk about more about the mouse. Okay, most gaming mouse actually comes with preset Dpi settings. Usually, there are 4 of them. Some of the other mouse out there, they will have more presets, and the Cyborg Ultimate VR mouse has a default 2000 DPI, and then you can switch it to 600, 1000, 3600, and 8200 DPI. So if you're switching out from a previous mouse like myself, there's different preset DPI settings. This is actually where the driver program that you download will come in. It will actually allow you to change the presets. Because initially I was quite worried. I was using a mouse that had an 800 DPI preset, and I was like, okay, I need to go to Google, find the conversion of 800 and my CSGO sensitivity, and then convert it to 600 DPI, and then what sensitivity I should be using. So I realized that I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to do that once I actually have the driver program, which I'll show you guys very, very shortly here. Just want you guys to enjoy some of the cool footage that I have provided for you guys here when I was using my mice for the past 3 days, and I believe my stream viewers can also tell you guys that it took me I would say quite a short period of time before I actually got back to my fragging ways in CS, and of course here you see Overwatch. So those are pretty good stuff about the mouse that I mentioned. So here I'm going to actually talk about some of the not so good stuff. And I would say not so good stuff that I believe can be better, I guess, can be better. So the first thing is that, the mice is actually customizable, right? There are 3 parts for each part of the mouse, but the left grip of the mouse, let me just show you guys here right now actually, very quickly here. So let me just bring you guys to, this is actually the driver program, alright? So you can see in the driver program there are various profiles. And you can see that if I click on these arrows, you can see that the image of the mouse actually changes to the left grip portion of the mouse that you're using. Alright, and this is actually locked onto it. That means you can see that, for example, the initial one, which is this one, your middle mouse click is on this button, right? Wait, it's actually the same. But you can see that for this this mouse, I actually prefer this part of the left grip, which is what the customization is for. But unfortunately, this part comes with the fire key left, and you cannot actually change out this this key. That means every time when I click on the button that's actually on this left grip part that they provide in the box, I'll always fire in game, which I don't want to because I'm actually a palm grip mouse user. So I have my thumb and the rest of my fingers and my half of my palm very firmly on my mouse. So chances of me actually clicking on this button accidentally is pretty high. But I prefer this one, you see. So the way to deal with this is that you cannot actually change it away. Like you cannot remove this thing. For example, if I change to this image, right, you would think that it will not work anymore, but actually it still works. So I have no choice but to change to this left grip for my thumb, and that means I cannot actually use one of the buttons of the mouse. And I believe they have a total of 7 buttons. Yep, you have your middle mouse click with your scroll. You can actually click down the scroll button, and you have a left and right click, and then 2 buttons here, this one and one more I believe is somewhere here. So 7 buttons here, which means I'm actually short of one of the buttons that I want. But for me, the most important part was the feeling of this grip. So this is one of the downsides of the customization. You can say that the customization is not really there for the left grip since it's actually tied down to the utility that the left grip provides you. So I had to change to this one, which in the end I got used to it very quickly. But initially when I was doing some of the aim maps in CSGO, I realized that I will have a high chance of clicking onto the fire key left here. Alright, so that's one thing to take note. Alright, and the other thing is that the mouse actually comes with mouse acceleration on. So make sure when you get the mouse, if you're getting the mouse that is, to actually come to the driver program and turn mouse acceleration off. And I believe most FPS players out there who are pro players or people who are semi-pro or people who are serious about FPS gaming, most of them will actually tell you to remove acceleration. I believe the people that use acceleration are console gamers, correct me if I'm wrong, because they're using controllers, so they actually have acceleration on their left and right analog stick, whichever they're using for the aim. So make sure to turn the mouse acceleration off, and this is the one I was talking about. You can actually, there are 5 presets, so the first one is the lowest. I changed the second one, which is the 1000 one, to 800, and then 2000, 3600, and then 8200. So you can actually customize, oh my mouse is going crazy because of the DPI changing. So you can actually customize the DPI of each of the presets. So it's in 50 increments, and you can actually go down to as low as 50 DPI. Look at that, my mouse is crawling now, you don't want that to happen. Oh no. Alright, we got back to 800, so the mouse is back. So 800 DPI is also a DPI setting that a lot of pro players use as well, I believe. And I personally use 800 DPI, and remember I mentioned that I was changing from a mouse that had 800 DPI, so in the end I could come to the driver program and then set it to 800 DPI, so I didn't need to do any of the additional conversion. Yep, I could very quickly change to 800 DPI here. And I believe this mouse has up to 1000 Hz for the polling rate or report rate, and for those who do not know what report rate is or polling rate is, it's basically how frequent your mouse reports to the computer, like the buttons, the commands, or what you're doing with the mouse. I think that is what I'll put it in layman terms. So I believe the more known polling rate that people use is 500, and 1000, I went to Google it, they mentioned that 1000 and 500 don't have significant difference, so you can just stick to 500 here. It's just cool to have, customization here. You can also change the scroll speed of the scrolling part of the mouse, which is pretty cool. And you can also assign buttons, keyboard keys to anything you want here, which I don't actually personally use because for me I'm a minimalist, and I'll explain to you why. Like for example, the lighting effects of the mice, I believe they are 16.8 colors. I'm not too sure if it's 16.8 million. I don't think it's 16.8 million. I think it's 16.8 colors. Yep. You can customize the light, the tail light, the team light, the jitters, and you can also customize the sound, which I don't use. So you can see I turned them all off. But you can see that the tail light, you can actually customize 3 different types. Constant, which is the light just staying there. Breathing is like the light is like glowing, I guess. That's the way I'll describe it. And you also have color breathing, which I have no idea what this is, but let me actually click on it to see how it looks like. I can't actually show you here. Oh, color breathing is basically the same thing as breathing, is just that they rotate through all the different colors. So you can actually do constant. Breathing is just one of the colors. You can choose here. Alright, if I choose, I think I'll choose blue or red, but yeah. I'm not too sure how much power or electricity lights or LED lights actually consume on your keyboards and mice. So even for my own mouse, I actually my own keyboard, I turn all my lights off. Yeah. So last but not the least, you also can set 6 profiles. I think the utilization here is more for, you know, people back at home where you have siblings, like your 16-year-old kid, but you have an elder brother, elder sister, or younger sister, or younger brother, and or in your family, everyone is sharing one computer, and you got this mouse that everyone likes, and you know, you just want to come in and use different profiles. So that I come in, you know, you can call it profile. Like profile 1 is for brother, profile 2 is for dad, and of course you can actually load stuff as well. So if one guy wants to have 6 profiles, you know, then you can have you can save, and then you can load your own profile so that you can always come back into the game with the sensitivity settings or custom key settings that you have, and you can jump right in. So that's always good. I know you guys out there who have your own PC like myself or your own mouse don't really appreciate this, but you know, I used to be in that time where I actually shared computers with my siblings and we shared mouse or mice with each other, so I can appreciate this profile settings or the ability to save and load files here. You can even restore and reset everything here. So yeah, let's see if I missed out anything that I want to say. Alright, I think that's about it. So if you want to get this mouse, I've actually provided the eShop link in the description below. And for those people who are living in Southeast Asia, you'll be happy to note that they actually have free shipping within Southeast Asia, and I think that is a pretty good point to note, and I believe it actually costs $68.50 USD. Let me just do a quick, not 58, $68.50 USD, $68.50 USD to SGD. Let's see how much is that. Oh, $92 for a mouse, not too shabby. I mean, given the current exchange rate, $92 for the, I believe this is the best Neolution E-Sports mouse that we have. Yeah, let me just check real quick as well. Yeah, I believe this is the most expensive and the best, and I think 92 Sing dollars is, I can say that you can use $92 and probably get a mouse that's not as good as this one out there. So not trying to hard sell this, guys, but if you saw my review and my personal thoughts on the mouse and if you want to check it out, do go check out the link. If not, my name has been AikawaKazu. Thanks for watching once again, and God bless. Make sure to stomp the like button if you enjoyed this short review, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye and God bless. Take care.